Welcome to Lasting Impressions Summer Card Camp. I am so glad that you've joined us, and I am so excited to be here and share with you all the fun things that we've been doing. First, I wanted to make sure you check out our website. We've made a few changes. I think they're going to be ones you like. They are, if you look along the top menu, there are separate categories for paper and card cutouts. But the best thing about that is the card cutouts actually have categories now. So of course you can look at all of them at once like you're used to, or you can pick a subject and scroll through and only look at the flowers if you want. So anyway, I hope you'll enjoy those things. Oh, and one more thing I almost forgot. We have a new ideas section. I have created a handmade card ideas that is from Pinterest. It features all the cards you've been making. So we would love to see what you make as well. So if you would create a little hashtag LI, one word, space cards, then we can post yours too. We can't wait to see what you have created. So, okay, let's get started. I thought I would start first just showing you the supplies we need that for those of you that are new here. So you may need a ruler. We will use it today actually. Different adhesives. We have glue dots, mounting tape, which is just a little thicker, double-sided, but it makes it so nice to give layers and dimensions to your card. And then double-sided tape, regular Scotch tape. I don't use it too often, but on occasion it comes in very handy. And then of course a pencil. We have regular scissors, and you know, that's a question I get a lot. What scissors do you recommend? For me, it's usually the ones that I can find because scissors just have a way of disappearing. But whether you use the large scissors, which is what I use most of the time, or little small cutting scissors, it doesn't matter. It's whatever you're most comfortable with. And then I also like to have an X-Acto knife handy. We won't be using it today, but I do believe we'll be using it in the week, during the week. So, and then one last final tool for cutting anyway is a little paper trimmer. This one happens to be one that will handle a 12 by 12 sheet, but you can also use ones that are just 8.5 by 11. So whatever is convenient for you and what you have. I like this little bar so I have a bigger cutting area and that I can see my measurements easy. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, the moment we've been waiting for. So we have featured several cards in the kit that you've received by now. And these are the two cards for today that it's featuring. You know, ladybugs and bumblebees, you just can't get enough of them. I love the colors, and I love just the little pop of color that a ladybug or a bumblebee adds to a project. So today we're going to focus on bumblebees and ladybugs. So you have all the instructions. Well, you have the supplies needed for both of these cards. And today what I'm going to do is focus on variations. So let's get started. We're going to start with this cute little Just Because card. Now, I've already tried to cut things out so we could be quick and get the things done we needed to. So, oh, those guys are stuck together. So the supplies that we use for this card cutout 550, my goodness, 956, 946, 954, and an oldie but favorite card cutout 150, and then our new pink geranium ladybug dots. They are so cute. They just make any card look fun. So I already have a cut. I am doing A2 size cards, which basically is a half sheet of paper. So I have it trimmed already, and then I have folded it. Now, something that I have found that makes it a little crisper edge is once I have folded it in half, I'll just take a pen or my X-Acto knife, whatever I have convenient, or if you have a score or bone folder, and go ahead and just crisp up that fold. Then, as I mentioned, I have all my pieces cut out. I already have my beehive mounted on this frame. I really enjoy frames because it kind of helps finish off a card, makes things feel cohesive. So I have done that. We're just going to go ahead and stick that, and I'm just going to center it and do it straight this time. And then I cut my flower out, and I've cut my leaves out already. And now I'm just going to position it so it feels like this little beehive is hanging from that branch. And I have already added my adhesive. So on the flower, I mounted it onto the leaves, or the branch, I guess, with mounting tape. And then I just used double-sided tape for the branch. And now I'm going to go ahead and I want to add the ladybug, and I am also using mounting tape there. And then I'm using all a buzz from the card sentiment for the ladybugs, and I just kind of like to tuck the sentiment in so it is just under the little beehive a little bit. I try and center it the best that I can. And look how easy that card came together. It is such a cute card, and there are so many variations that you can make from it. And that's the fun thing I wanted to concentrate on today, because the variations are so much fun. I can't wait to see what you will create. Okay, our next card is Be Happy, and we are using a different bumblebee that comes in the kit. I've got all my pieces cut out. Let's see. Here are the supplies we've used in this. Card cutout $9.56. Card cutout $9.45. A whole page of leaves. It seems like you can never have too many leaves. And then card cutout $9.42. A cute little page of daisies. And then pink geranium grungy jumbo stripes. I honestly wanted to make pink ladybugs, and I actually did. But I couldn't decide if that worked or not, so I opted to not go with them. But I wanted you to see how cute the pink and the yellow go together. It is such a cute color combination. Now, of course, I know not all of you are pink fans, so maybe you want to try seafoam grungy dots. But all I've done, this time I'm not using a frame. I'm just simply adding on my bumblebee straight to my card. And then I love these little daisies, and I'm going to go ahead and just add that kind of by his neck. Do bumblebees have necks? I think they must. And then I have a little leaf here. Now, a trick that I've learned over the years is if I have room, I'll leave a little tail on my leaf. Just gives me a little more surface area to be able to use my adhesive. And I've lost my adhesives. Here they are. So I'm just going to use the double-sided tape. That way, it also makes my flower just pop a little more. And now I'm going to tuck this in. And now, of course, position the leaves however you want. And then I use the sentiment, Be Happy. And at this time, I am going to use the mounting tape just because I want to give it a little more pop. So what I like to do is I just cut a piece off. Now, of course, there's other adhesives that are dimensional as well that you could use. I usually just cut it like in 4 pieces. Put it on my piece that I'm hooking to my card that I'm adhering. Take off the little green liner. And then sometimes I like to give it a little bit of a curl just to add a little more dimension. Now, it's cute on top of the bumblebee, but I am going to just slide it a little bit under, and you could go with it more straight, angled, however you would like to see it. But look, isn't that the cutest little bumblebee? And of course you could do Happy Bee Day. You could do so many different things to personalize this for the card that you're wanting to make. Okay, our next card is Advice from a Ladybug. And the supplies that we're going to use, we have, oh, I see a typo. I'm so sorry. I try so hard to get these right. But Pistachio Messy Plaid, card cutout 957, card cutout 948, and our paper Red Wagon Ladybug Dots. So this is such a fun, cute card, so simple. And you know, I sometimes have a hard time choosing, do I want a simple card or do I want it to be a little more fussy? And sometimes I have to force myself to do more simple sometimes. Well, sometimes that's all we have time for is a simple card. But it is still as meaningful and as beautiful to add to a gift or to let somebody know you're thinking about them. So I have my little messy plaid. This is pistachio, and I'm really liking this color. And this is what you'll need: a pencil for today and your ruler. And what you're going to do, the paper is 8.5 inches wide, and what you're going to do is just mark 4 1/4, sorry. So you'll mark your 4 1/4, and then what you'll do is you'll fold both sides in to meet in the middle. So it is a cute way to just give a great little twist to a card. So I added the ladybug. The thing that I wanted to show you about this ladybug that I think is so fun, I've used the same ladybug, well, different color. This one is red, but as the long-legged, oh my goodness, tongue twister, long-legged ladybug. So, but I just cut, oh, this sounds terrible. I cut her legs off. So you can see how versatile those are. You can create different things. So I added it already to my Advice from a Ladybug, and that is just cute like that. Or if you wanted to make it a little fancier, what I have done, or what I'm wanting to do, is I took that and I'm just going to put my double-sided tape. Oh, and if you do what I did and made it too long, just simply fold it over and it'll just stick to itself. But I wanted to cover both of my ends so I get a nice, good finished edge there. And now I'm going to take this and I am going to line it up, and however much of the ladybug, red ladybug dots I want to show. And if the card, if it's just a little longer, you can simply take your scissors and trim that. So that I think is a cute look as well. But what I'm going to do is I want to fold it over on the inside as well, because I want that, it's not looking quite straight. I'm going to, yeah. I'm going to reposition it so we look a little straighter there. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so I'm going to press, make sure I've sealed that down well. And now I'm simply just going to fold over the ladybug dots and use your pen, your pencil, just to get that a nice good crease. And then you'll use your adhesive in a few places. I'm going to do it on the ends and in the middle. And if it hangs over the edge, just make sure you fold it back in. Okay, look how cute that is. Now when I add my little ladybug device, it just gave it a little more finish. But don't forget, it was cute the way it was before. So don't feel like you have to get too fussy with things. So you can then position that. But look how cute. On the inside, if you wanted, you could add some little flowers, a ladybug, just whatever you wanted to finish off that. I'm going to go ahead and use my double-sided tape. Oh, but remember, you only want to put tape on the top part because you don't want it sticking to the bottom part, because that's how they need to open it. So I'm just simply centering, and look what a cute card. That is just so fun and so easy to do. Okay, for our last card, it is just really, it's one of those things that, you know, sometimes you just want to do something nice for somebody. They're not feeling well, and you just want them to know that you're mindful of them. And so that's what we're going to do. This is a cute little get well card. Now, of course, you can turn it into anything you want, but we're using our pistachio doodle graph. Card cut out $9.50, $9.42. These daisies have been so fun to work with. Card cut out $9.56 and $9.43 are leaves. So those are the supplies we're going to use. I've already got my pieces cut out here and ready to go. So this, I just used a piece of the doodle graph, and it just is such a cute little paper you can add. This one, the dimensions are 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. And now we're just gonna build from here. I cut out this. I heard you caught a bug. I hope you feel better soon. And I just used double-sided tape there, but of course use what you want. And then I am using mounting tape. I love this big daisy. It is just so fun. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the top here. This little flower, the daisies, oh my gosh, they're just so cute. I'm gonna just stick one right here. I'm going to add the little leaf, and I am using mounting tape. I used mounting tape on the little daisy as well as this leaf, just to give some more dimension there. Now I'm going to add this little ladybug just on top of the leaf. Isn't that so cute? And then one last element, and I only did double-sided tape because I wanted it to sit down lower. And then I kind of bend in the little wings so they pop out a little more. And then I just stick that right there. Now, this is cute sitting on a card. You know, I have this cute little messy plaid here. It's cute on there. I bet it's cute on these pink stripes too. Surprising. But I'm not surprised. Everything's cute on pink. Anyway, or you could create this as a tag. So I have created, I bought some of the little Hershey's. These are called the snack size. And what you'll do is you will take the paper sizes. I've made them into ladybugs and bumblebees. So you just simply cut the papers into 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. And then you wrap it around the candy bar. So I'm going to go ahead, and I like to have the tape go right up close to the edge as well. It just gives it a more finished look. So look how cute that is. And then we've got our bumblebees. Now when I cut my paper, I made sure the stripes were going in the long direction because I wanted it to, you see more of the stripes this way. And then you just simply wrap it around. I really liked the snack size. It might be easier if you put the tape on first though. So I'll hurry and do that. And now you can just simply tuck them into a jar. And I like to strategically place them so they actually show all the different bugs that we've caught. So look how cute that is. Now you could put it in a cellophane bag. You could do many options as to what you want. And then look how cute. I didn't grab a top for this, but you can see how it is. Look how cute that is. Heard you caught a bug. Hope you feel better soon. And if this is too long for you, simply trim it off and make it a shorter tag. And I think it would be so cute if you punch a hole in it, maybe 2 holes so the ribbon or raffia or jute could come through, and then tie a cute little bow. So you can see how much fun ladybugs and bumblebees are, not only in the garden, but in your card making supplies. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, day 1, week 1. So glad you stopped by. Happy camping!